Welcome to the Ungaku podcast. We just started this podcast a couple weeks ago, and we already have tons of episodes out. Make sure you guys check us out over on Spotify, Apple Music. We have all of our podcasts that they're played over there. This podcast, though, in particular, we are going to be talking about baby metal with Imagination. Make sure you subscribe to her channel. She's an awesome friend of the channel, and we love doing these baby metal conversations. Let us know if there's any conversations you would like us to have. Further, in this podcast, we talk about me being a fake baby metal fan and more. Talk about the new song also. We talk about some of the older songs. We talk about some of the history of baby metal and just everything baby metal in this podcast. So if that's for you, I think you'll enjoy this one. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video for anyone else you think would be interested in this. And there will be 2 podcasts that come out on this channel a week. It'll be Wednesday and Sundays, and then sometimes a random one like this one with Imagination. So enjoy the podcast. Baby metal. Ratatata. Apparently it doesn't top Kingslayer for you. Why?
Yeah, do I have an answer for that? Does any of us really have an answer as to what our favorite songs are? Our favorite songs. It's just a feeling, I think. It was just so badass.
It was.
Kingslayer.
Kingslayer was badass. It was.
Not like Rick wasn't, but it's a different type of badass.
Yes. I will say, though, this is stuck in my head now with Kingslayer at the same time, because after watching a reaction video, I was like, I had Slayer lyrics stuck in my head, and I had this lyrics stuck in my head at the same time. So I had the dun, 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 and the shut the fuck like in my head at the same time. This happens to me. When I get something stuck in my head, it doesn't leave. I just get another song stuck in my head, and then they just start merging themselves into each other. I don't know why that happens. Does that happen to you?
Not like that, but I can kind of relate. It would be interesting to take a look at your mind just for the fun and for me, it's like an overstimulation in my brain. Whenever I hear a new song, no matter how crazy, I'm always like, I don't know, like in a sort of trance. Mm-hmm. Does that happen?
I get in a trance sometimes. But there's sometimes I'll listen to a song and there'll be another song playing in my head as I'm listening to that song, which is which I guess that means I could maybe that means I could do mashups pretty well. I should probably start just doing mashups or something. But for those of you that are watching, this is Imagination. I know I just start off this podcast with a question. Welcome to this new podcast. Actually, we just launched here on the channel. She was so kind to come on and talk baby metal with me. So that's what we're doing for this podcast, talking about the new song and the new concerts coming up, the new tour in the UK and Europe that's happening, which you're going to the one in Rome, you were saying before we started. Also, we're going to talk about the interview that just came out about fangs, I guess, equals screams. So Momo Metal showing her fangs, which was very cute, the way that they describe that. And then talking about how there might be a really good chance, I think there's a high chance of Momo Metal doing a lot more screams in the future, which is really cool to see.
I sure hope so, yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about that, about her? Did you notice the scream when you first listened to the new song?
I did, yeah. Like in my reaction, it took me a little while, like a couple of seconds to catch the fact that it was her. But I did notice that some of the screams were different, especially like because during Metali, at least when they perform it live, Momo says after her whole kabuki show, she goes, "Are you ready?"
Yeah,
and after the little duet between Nico and Sue with the giant disco ball, to me it's like the disco god for some reason. They were playing to the disco god.
I see
after that little duet, then we walk into the breakdown. I think it's Kevin, his name.
Yeah.
The one who does the gutturals.
Yeah, Kevin. Yep.
He screams, "Are you ready?" And then there's another "Are you ready?" in the back. And to me, that sounded so much like when Momo goes, "Are you ready?" during Metali. And that was kind of like
Oh.
what made me switch a little, like, wait, that sounded familiar. And then in the
Ah.
comments, people were confirming that it was in fact her in the back.
Yeah.
My only complaint, well, not a complaint, but I wish that they would have shown her doing that scream in the music video.
Agreed. Why? What's up with that? Maybe it's just because of the scene. I think they did it on purpose. Come on. I feel like Kobo Metal just did it on purpose so people speculate. And I swear he just wants us to be talking about the songs as much as possible. So they just gives us like a little bit, you know? And watch, we're
But
probably
we are going to do that with or without her face doing the "Are you ready?" I don't get it. We're
well,
just going to talk about it.
I was fooled. I didn't know it was her.
Because
So-
you're a fake fan.
What?
Because you're a fake fan. Of course you missed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so we went and checked it out on Twitch, right? We separated the tracks. And I'm like, let's go check this out because I totally missed it. And apparently there was another part where she screams. That was reasonable for missing because it was blended with the other screams. So we isolated it, checked it out. And yeah, my mind was blown. I'm like, oh yeah, that's her. How did I miss that? The whole time. I'm like, this is impressive. I did not notice this at all. But when you listen to it, it's clearly her. There's no questioning or anything. So I feel bad.
Yeah.
Sorry to everyone. I was like saying, nah, that's not her. So when I listened to it back, I was like,
even.
huh?
You even denied it. Like it was her.
Oh yeah, in the comment section, people are like, Momo Metal's in there, and I put, I don't know, I don't think so.
Is it though?
That's exactly what I wrote. I wrote, is it though? Hey, I've been known to be wrong in the past, and I'll be wrong again in the future. So, but
in the online community, people would call that a fake fan move. So
I've been called a fake fan for a very long time, so it's okay. Pubaka for the community says I shouldn't be called I can't be called a fake fan anymore, but it's still gonna happen anyways. Hey, leave a comment below, fake fan. Let me know if you're a fake fan down in the comment section.
You're a honorary fake fan. Like you're above the superior in the category.
I'm not a parent. What it is, for those that don't know, that are just watching and listening to this podcast, and you like Baby Metal, but not the hugest fan. For those that don't know, a fake fan is pretty much just somebody that's not a hardcore fan. Honestly, let's be honest. It's just for hardcore fan. If you're not a hardcore fan, you're a fake fan.
Yeah, you're not simping enough.
Yeah, you're not simping enough, exactly. Which I think I've done my pretty fair share of simping, well, over Moa Metal mainly, but maybe not enough.
I'm censoring you, really.
I dialed it back, okay? I dialed it back. I was at the San Jose Fanime con or whatnot, and a lot of people knew who Baby Metal was, and they played Syncopation on the loudspeakers. Can you believe? Who would have thought?
Favorite song.
Yeah, my favorite song. Who would have thought that they would have played Syncopation at the Fanime Con? Maybe Gimme Chocolate or something else. But no, it was Syncopation they played. And I was going around interviewing everyone. Check out Nemophila. So I do that thing where I interview people out in the public, right? So I chose Nemophila for this one because I knew it was a band nobody heard. Because if I did Baby Metal, people knew who Baby Metal was at this thing. So I did Nemophila, but a lot of people kept mentioning Baby Metal throughout all the reactions. It was,
of course,
and Maximum the Hormone, but of course it's a Fanime con. So yeah, but Baby Metal's never done any anime stuff. So, but people still knew who they were. I guess this.
Yeah, I don't know. There's this thing which for some reason the community gets really upset at.
We have shirts, guys. Check out our merch. We're doing 50% off. Just type in promo code new podcast and get 50% off these shirts. We have any size that you need, all the way up to 3XL. So check it out. This promo's running for the rest of the week. We appreciate any support. It helps us keep doing what we're doing here on this podcast. So anything helps, guys. Or you can check out our Patreon, and we have a really low tier on there. We put up extra baby metal content over there also, like extended rants and breakdowns. Like, for example, we just broke down the new Electric Callboy and baby metal song, Ratatata. I still can't say the name. But anyways, back to the podcast.
Like, when people react to baby metal for the first time, a common factor, like one of the things that people repeat the most is that, oh, I can totally hear this in an anime opening or something like that. And the fans get really upset at that. I don't understand why. So even if baby metal isn't anime related, although they did say at some point that they were going to release their own anime, and it never happened. Other than that, there's not really a connection, but people, when they hear it for the first time, tend to make that connection.
Yeah. Why be offended by that? If you are in an anime, for one, that means you're good. You have to be really good to end up on those shows and things like that. But also, devil's advocate, any person that sings in Japanese, a lot of people will be like, it's an anime song, for sure. Even with Nemophila, when I showed people that, they're like, oh, I can imagine this is an anime. I'm like, you're just saying that.
No, but for baby metal, it's different, I think, because Sue's voice is, I don't know, quite unique, in my opinion. It sounds really animated. Like, she the first time I heard baby metal, I thought she sounded like straight out of a cartoon. I didn't say anime at the time, but it was very cartoonish, very animated. So, I think because of so bubbly, and I don't know, because in my mind, when I think about anime, I think of happy tunes, even if the topic is depressing.
No, I get you on that. And in the earlier days, she did have a cutesy voice, like that whole kawaii thing, right? But now, what do you think of her voice now? Because I don't think it sounds anything like that. I think she's matured into her voice, and I love it. I love how she sings now more than back then. Still love the songs back then, but I really like how she sounds now. I love the mature voice. It sounds good, and she still has that high frequency in her voice that I enjoy in singers, because I like higher vocalists, like her higher range vocalists, preferably. I'm not so much of a fan of the lower tones, so that's why I love her voice so much. And I know that's a trigger for me. But now I feel there's this perfect blend with her voice in these newer songs, and it lends itself really well to this new song. And also the other ones in that new album. You could hear that maturity in her voice. So I'm super excited for the new album to come out, because I think there is going to be definitely a new album in 2025 for sure coming out by them.
I sure hope so, yeah. And maybe, okay, this is hopium at its finest, but I hope they release it before 2025.
It's not happening. I'm sorry. I don't think it's happening. Nope.
A golden dream.
No, COVID needs to stretch this out as long as possible and sell as much merch leading up to that before they release it. They need something to sell next year.
Yeah, true. Do you think Ratatata is going to end up in the new album? Or is it an Electric Callboy song? Because I am still confused about that.
I honestly believe that this will end up on the new album. It's going to be like BMC. BMC had a lot of that, not BMC, the Metal Galaxy album had a lot of collabs on it. I think it's going to be very similar to Metal Galaxy. I'm predicting maybe a 15-track album, probably, and it'll include this one on there. Oh, definitely, I think, because they released it underneath Baby Metal. It is a 50-50 for sure. I mean, look at the credits on here of everything who's involved.
But the official audio for this song was first released on Electric Callboy's YouTube channel. I
didn't realize that.
It wasn't on Baby Metal's channel, so that's why I'm still pretty confused. Also, you talked about it in your stream, I think. You mentioned the actor that was in the music video.
Eric did, yeah.
The actor who hides behind the plants.
Yeah.
That actor, I was told, that appeared in many other Electric Callboy music videos. He's like like a special guest in his music, in their music videos. So that
Oh.
also makes me wonder if this is more of an Electric Callboy song.
I think it's, I don't know. That's interesting. So they released it. I mean, I see the music video on Baby Metal right here, right? By the way,
Yeah.
number 17 trending on music right now. That is insane. We're at 5 million
Wow.
views already. Wasn't it just 4 million the other day? It's been a reactor's paradise to this song, for sure. I've seen so many reaction videos to this song. I had to stop watching them. I was going down the rabbit hole way too hardcore.
Yeah,
Watching.
so many are getting blocked now. It was fine in the beginning.
Oh, they're getting blocked now. Ooh.
Yeah, so many that they had a lot of views, like under 100K mark, and they blocked them.
Wow, that's crazy. I wonder why. I wonder why.
Yeah, because Electric Callboy is very pro reactions. At
Yes.
least that's what I've been told. But this particular song is not registered under their label. It's on Sony Music Entertainment. Maybe that's why.
Which is rough because Electric Callboy, for some reason, their name for me always gets blocked. All I have to do is submit something to them, and then they release it for me. It normally takes 48 hours for them to release my reaction. So, but the thing that's scary about this, like you said, it's under Sony Music Entertainment. So if you do dispute it, you're taking a risk of getting a strike because Sony Music hates it when people dispute it, you know. But I've been telling people, if you don't have a strike, take the risk because they might let it go. Because Sony has really opened up. I spoke with Sony when I did the Hanabe interview, and I think they're lightening up to the fact of having reactors. Same thing with Bring Me the Horizon. They send an email and they say, hey, if you need help unblocking this, send us an email back. So if you're a reactor out there listening, I can help you with it. Let me know. I can submit the link for you and ask them, why is this getting blocked, and see what happens. I feel that's why mine's not getting blocked, but I reached out to them to make sure that it didn't get blocked. And if you're just a channel that puts up a video and you never pause and just watch it all the way through, you're probably going to get blocked, and I don't think they're going to release it. So
that's what I do.
Yeah, but you offer a good chunk of insights at the end, so you're probably fine. But there's some reactors that just play the video, and then that's it. They just go, oh, that was great. That was cool. Click. You're going to get blocked. I'm sorry. Like, what else do you think's going to happen? It was ridiculous. So I feel, from my perspective, from what I've heard from them, and with talking with Hanabe in specific, is they love reactions, but they like it when the person's talking about the song. Yeah. That's what they prefer. So it could be one of those things. But let me know. Let me know in the comments if you're a reactor and you did it and you paused it and you were giving insights on the song or saying something along those lines. I could be completely wrong. It could be just an automated system that's knocking it down. You can tell if it's manual or not. And I think it just depends on where you live and stuff, if it gets registered automatically and then it blocks it, you know. I think yours was an automatic thing.
Yeah, it was instantly.
It wasn't manual, right?
After the checking, it was instantly blocked worldwide. I had to try 12 different layers to put over the video for it to get partially blocked. So it's only blocked in Russia right now.
Which is normal.
Before that, is it normal? Okay,
yeah, it's normal.
I didn't know.
All Electric Callboys get blocked in Russia. All Electric Callboy songs get blocked in Russia. Yep. Yeah. I'm sorry, Russian fans. Yeah, they still have... Well, I'm not going to get into politics stuff, but you guys already know that whole situation with Russia being blocked off of a lot of things. There's some of music industries that do the same thing. So Russia does get blocked for quite a bit of videos. You'll see it say only blocked that country. You're fine. You're not going to be able to get it removed. I've tried it before. It doesn't work.
That's why it's good investing in a VPN.
Yes, get a VPN. Hey, VPN sponsors out there, hit me up. But you did get up your reaction, and I thought you did really good with your overlay, by the way. I'm surprised this worked, because I can still see the video pretty well. I was impressed.
I feel like it's 2 layers. I use 2 layers at the same time.
Oh, okay. Oh, look at that face.
Are you doing a word?
That reaction right there. That's gold. This is why I should go subscribe to Imagination and go check out her baby metal reaction. You get gold
I
like
make
this.
way too many questionable faces.
We all do. We all do. I'm sure Eric and I have made some very disturbing and questionable faces.
Disturbing.
So we got new merch also coming out, and that you're going to be able to get in June. I love this shirt. I can't zoom in on it, but somebody already got this shirt, I believe, or they already ordered it. I want this so bad. This one in the left-hand corner. You're going to be seeing. You're going to be
It's
seeing.
like a poster.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
It's a poster, I think. The one
That's a
you
poster?
circled.
I
Yeah,
thought-
I think the shirt is on top.
Oh, okay. Oh, they do have a shirt version though. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I want that
Yeah,
so
yeah.
bad. And
Me too.
I messed up. I didn't realize when they were touring in UK and Europe, because I would have tried to work on getting tickets sooner. Because you only can get that shirt over there, right? Or can you get it online? I don't think.
This one says UK and Europe tour, right? Then yeah, it's
Yeah.
only in this side of the world.
Damn. And they got a new
But I think
hat.
some of the designs were already sold in other concerts.
Oh, really? I've never seen these ones. When they came here, this is completely different. Completely different shirts. This
Maybe
one's
not
from
in the US, but I know some of these were sold in Japan.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Well, they have the fans now. So this is what Koba Metal had given me during the interview, was this fan. I didn't know they were going to actually sell those. So that's what he hands out to the people that are doing interviews when they came to the States last time. So when I did the interview with Fox, he gave us all this fan, the Baby Metal fan or whatnot, which was really cool. I didn't realize it was going to become a merch item. So there you go.
You got it before it became a merch item.
Yes. We were the test market to see if we liked it.
And
So-
succeeded.
So you're going to how many shows? You're going to the one in Rome, you said.
Just one, yeah, the one in Italy, in Rome. I'm so excited.
What date is that?
June 25.
June 25th.
It's probably gonna be really hot that time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's already hot here in El Paso. It already hit 100 degrees a couple days ago, which I don't know what that is in Celsius. I think it's 45. I think it's 45.
American moment.
American moment, yes. I think it's 45 Celsius. It's pretty freaking hot.
Yeah. Let's leave it at that. It's gonna be hot, and I wonder because it's already difficult. Well, difficult depending on the person. It's difficult for the fans to tolerate certain temperatures. I can only imagine for the girls wearing those costumes and dancing nonstop in the middle of the sun. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, they have a clip of the new song with Electric Callboy there, like a little fan.
Yeah, from Fox Fest.
Yeah, I did not even watch that. Man, I wish I could have been there at Fox Fest.
Me too.
Yeah, I don't know.
People are thinking it's nuts.
I don't know how the fans are gonna. I don't know how they're gonna do with those temperatures. That's crazy. And
They have done it before.
true. True. I mean, they were here at Aftershock, and that was pretty hot. But also,
Yeah,
that was a lot shorter of a set. On this one that you're going to, they are the main act, right? You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. I find it interesting because I've never gone to a festival before. This would be my very first experience, but still, it's not like a proper, or at least in the traditional sense of a festival. It's gonna be mainly baby metal, at least for now, because they haven't announced anyone else, at least not as far as I know, besides their opening act. So it does look like it's gonna be a headlining show for Baby Metal, but in a festival under the name of a festival. So it's weird.
That is really weird. So it's because a festival is known to have multiple bands, and then you have like the main acts, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they will announce it, and if they do, that'll be amazing. I wonder how long the set's going to be. Do you think it's going to be an hour and a half or an hour show?
I have no idea, but I do hope it's a long set. I mean, I'm there for Baby Metal mostly. And if they do end up announcing other artists, I don't know, I think it would be weird because we are already in June.
Yeah.
I think so. Are we in June?
Almost.
I lost track of time.
One more day and it's June. It's June next week. I mean, tomorrow. Not next week. It's tomorrow. It's going to be June tomorrow.
It's basically June already. It would be weird for them to announce new artists now, considering the show is going to be in June.
That's just crazy. You're going to do an outside show with 2 bands? Wait, who's opening?
I forgot their name, really, but it was interesting. I would say I checked some of their songs. It was definitely not like Baby Metal.
Really? How did you feel about it?
It wasn't my thing, but it does look interesting. So I'm willing to check them out. Maybe they will blow my mind live, because I find that happens a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I end up liking a certain artist when I see them live rather than hearing the studio version.
For sure. For sure. That happens with me too. So we got Rome, and then they only have 4 dates listed on here, but they're not showing. Yeah. They're not showing who's playing with them. Man.
And it's mostly festivals.
So Rock and Roma 2024. Interesting. Artist. Maybe they'll show me. Is this a brand new site? Is this like a new festival? 21 set.
It's been going for a couple of years, but their website does suck. And this is, I almost freaked out a little because I already had my general entry ticket for this show, right? But like a few months later, they decided to release with no announcement the VIP packages.
What?
Yeah. And so I had to basically give up my general entry ticket and bought the VIP one because I want to be as close as possible. I don't understand why they did that, especially with no announcement. They just, it's on our website now. And I only noticed because a fan mentioned it on the disc.
Wow.
On Discord.
That is crazy. Yeah, see,
looks like their organization is not the best.
Maybe they're trying to make money. Wait, it says Maniskin, right? Is that how you say it?
I don't know. I don't follow them.
That name is very familiar. I recognize that name.
Yeah, they won Eurovision at some point. It's an Italian band.
A Death by Romy will be opening for Act Baby Metal, is what it says on Reddit.
Yeah, that one.
Death by Romy.
They're very peculiar.
Yes. Do they have music videos out and stuff?
They do, yeah.
I wonder how. I'm kind of curious. Oh, whoa. Yeah, this is different. Already out there.
Yeah.
Just see the picture. I'm like, uh-oh. Wow, that is so random. It's just, that's random. I don't know.
That look right there reminds me a little bit of Melanie Martinez. I think it's her name. Aesthetic.
Oh, okay. This is interesting. This is a really weird lineup for, a weird opening band for Baby Metal for sure.
Yeah. But I'm open-minded. I want to check them out live.
Yeah,
it's not like I have a choice.
Yeah, that's the best you can do is like just see what's going on and to check it out. Interesting. What are you looking forward to hearing the most at the concert?
Again, this is probably gonna sound like a hopium, but I want to hear brand new Momo Metal screams. Like, I don't know. At this
Oh,
point, I don't think they are gonna release new songs before the show. But if they did, I would hope that this song contained some new Momo Metal screams in it, so we can hear them live. But yeah,
yeah.
and I don't think it's gonna happen.
Maybe he might do it. Just he might have it happen just to make sure that we keep craving for more. Just give us a little bit. Do you think in the new album, because the new album will come out, uh, do you think that there will be songs with full on screams? Like what I'm thinking is something like Megasune, like
A full on scream.
like a full on scream. You think they'll do something like that?
Well, maybe, but I'm not sure if those screens will be just by mobile.
Mm,
Maybe with other collaboration guests to
yeah.
make the screens. I think I can totally see that happening. Yeah, like they did with the singer from Arc, Arc or Arch. I don't know.
Arch
Arch Enemy,
enemy. Yeah, arch enemy.
Arch Enemy. Alyssa. Her screens, I loved her screens in Distortion, which was in Metal Galaxy. So I can definitely see that happening in the new album with other artists,
Mhm.
plus Momo Metal screens.
What if they did Kingslayer live and then Momo Metal did all of Ali's vocals?
Uh, all of these? Nah.
I know
See,
that's a
that's
stretch.
hoping.
I just want to hear her scream, "Shut the fuck up, wake the fuck up." That'd be hilarious.
Impossible. Baby, come
If
I have to break it to you.
or even Sue Metal doing it, I would. My mouth would just like drop. Be like,
You and everyone, yeah. That's definitely not
"Hey,
something that I can imagine.
well, because Kingslayer came out as a Bring Me the Horizon song, technically, right?
Yeah.
So still to this day, there's no cuss words in a baby metal song, right?
No, unless we want to count baka as a cuss word in Japanese. They sing it on cis anger.
What does it
Baka.
mean? What does it mean in English?
It's like a idiot or something like that. It's not
Oh,
really a strong cuss word, but for
yeah,
for Japanese standards, especially coming from such young girls, because they weren't adults at the
yeah.
time when this song came out, it was really like, wow, how dare they?
Yeah, I don't know if that counts, but yeah, I suppose. I suppose
It does for the Japanese
it
at
does for
least.
them. So they swore in Japanese.
Kinda, yeah.
it Man, there's so many things that I'm looking forward to hearing with the new album, though. I'm hoping to hear. Watch, we're not gonna get any of it. Watch it be an EDM album or something, and not even be metal, and really throw everybody off.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised at this point. You can never really expect anything with Baby Metal.
I
And
mean,
I love that.
and we just heard a clip of who they have opening for them, so you never know. Maybe Kobe Metal's inspired by that music, and he's gonna go that route. Oh
Oh
God.
God, I hope not.
Oh, not. Who knows though? Who knows? This email will be like,
Please no.
yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, and anything can happen really at this point.
Yeah, for sure. So everyone, make sure you go follow Imagination over here, her YouTube channel, where you do everything baby metal, right? Everything baby metal.
That's yeah,
Yes. Lots of cool
yeah.
baby metal
Everything.
videos. And you just did you released a new reaction. And make sure you go subscribe and hit the bell note for notifications for you guys. Leave I'll have the links all pinned down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Subscribe to us for more. We'll definitely do more in the future when more baby metal news comes out. And I'll see you guys in the next one. All right. See you.
You.